Update today, the death of cryptocurrency, one of the most favored titles that we've had over the last month. And I am going to talk about the death of crypto right now. It's happened before, it's happened several years, especially in these months as well. What we can do about it, what I think is coming next, how much longer has this got to go, and what does it actually mean? So I want to cover that when it comes to cryptocurrency and of course BTC. Tomorrow's video, I believe I'm going to go into more detail with Bitcoin and specific price levels that we are watching again on the macro. I've gone through a lot of short-term stuff. So yeah, that's what I've got coming up. Definitely stay tuned. Cryptocurrency, the death of, and what comes next. So yeah, smash up the likes. Thanks again for your support on the channel with the no-nonsense titles and thumbnails. I hope you are enjoying all of the views out here. Beautiful burly day. I had to get outside yet again. All right, so that's enough of me talking about the intro and appreciating all of your support. The death of crypto. Well, over the last 2 months since the peak in March, we have seen the death of crypto. Yes, I hear you, it's gone down, it's a correction, it's not a collapse, it's not over, yada, yada, yada. The idea of the death of cryptocurrency is that the feeling and the sentiment around the market is that it is dying out and that there is no use to it anymore. It's not going to make any money, it's over, you had your chance, if you didn't get in, it's all over. That happens every single cycle. Kind of jump to the point first up in the video. I'll get into some more macro stuff as well when it comes to traditional finance because we're seeing some pretty healthy signs there. This stage has happened before. As an example, 2020, we saw a move up. So I'm looking at the total cryptocurrency market cap now. So, you know, if we can picture that, there was a nice move up there towards the middle of the year, around that summertime. Then it pulled back and it stayed underneath those highs for several months. It was about 3 months from September 2020 until November when we had the election and Trump was elected. The rest is history from that point. So that period, while it was underneath those highs, really felt like most had missed out on the opportunity to make their millions from crypto and they left the space. That is the death. You see that they have sold off or they've forgotten about it. They don't, this is investors that is, they don't continue to follow up with it and they basically leave. They only come back once they see the rebirth and the birth of crypto again, or the pushing to new fresh highs, and you're seeing all this sort of, you know, market excitement and views have come back and interest comes back and all that sort of stuff. They miss out yet again. And when that happens the next time, so when we see a correction the next time, maybe that's in 2025, right? They might stick around, but that might be the dip that pushes the market into a lower high, which then becomes the complacency bounce and the market dies off from that. That wind, absolute beautiful day, let's carry on. So in terms of where we sit with that, we might be about a month into it. However, we are starting to see some cryptocurrencies, as I've alluded to many times, put in higher lows. To me, these are the ones that we should be following. The leaders, we don't want to necessarily follow the laggers. Now, there's one extra rule I want to add to that, and that is you don't want to see your cryptocurrencies fall back into the accumulation zone that they put in through late 2023. Next is looking at the time frames. So the time frames from this point forward. As I said, we've probably hit a peak somewhere around mid-March. Definitely on Bitcoin, we saw a peak there mid-March. I'm going to have better lighting. 14th of March was the top. April started to come down, and now we find ourselves getting closer to mid-May without a new top. 2 months, fancy that. That's what we on the channel were talking about in March, early March, late February, when this thing seemed way too hot and they needed to cool off. We had 7 green months, 6 months up in the swing. Yes, hang around on the channel, understand what the swing charts are. And it just takes time for the market to recover from that sort of enthusiasm. You're not going to have like a bender every weekend. Maybe some of you do. Maybe some of you go out partying every weekend. Eventually it catches up with you and you need time to rest. That's all that was. It's, I see, it's 6 months. Imagine going on a bender for 6 months straight. You need to have some time to rest from all of the partying that you're doing. And you definitely see the partying at the tops. Everyone's so excited. Things are going ballistic and it needs time to cool off. So Bitcoin, cryptos, I've talked about it, death of crypto. The thing that happens next is I think we take a few months off. I did some figures looking at the data, the analysis, suggesting that it could take some time. As I've looked at many months, we're up to 2 months now. So you know, if this thing lasts another month or two before we get to a new all-time high, so be it. And it basically meets the criteria again of every other time that we've cooled off from significant tops, right? Even April 2021 had a peak, it corrected into May, then into June, and then it took July to form a higher low. August, September were reasonably good months heading up, and then obviously the final peaks were October, November. The top was in November, but essentially all the move was done by October. So that was to get to that final all-time high. I don't think we only have 5-6 months left of the bull market. Obviously, we'll have to wait and see to be sure. So yeah, I don't want to sort of pin anyone to think that there has to be only 6 months left and that Bitcoin only can go to 150 grand. You've got to be flexible, and we will be fluid in how we view the markets when more information comes our way. Thanks again for your support on the channel, and I'll see you guys back here at the next video with another no-nonsense title and thumbnail with another major update. So enjoy the death of crypto. I think it's going to be a fantastic time to be accumulating the strong stuff. I think there's still another cycle to go, but maybe next time around in 6, 12, 18 months, whatever that next move is, those who get in late are not going to be as lucky. You're one of the lucky ones. See you at the next one. Peace out.